Joey Tanner, big spender, Chris Jenner. I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch him now, Barney!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
You see it? You see it?
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Shaheem, the tight end, on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
You see it? Gotta go, gotta go. Move, move, move.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Gotta go, gotta go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
No, check. Patriot, Patriot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter what.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On first down, they run with Howard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Buying time to his left. And he finds Howard complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. In for the score. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Hey, you got 4. You got 4 down. 4 down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Here's Trubisky to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
180! Blue.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Lock in.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes...
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that, and because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, like how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And got his man complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He dropped it. couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Bacon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dylan Cantrell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Oh, this is blocked. The big fella. He's at the 50. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go with Howard again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
We go. You see it? You see it? Red, up. Red, up.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Let's go.
Again, it's Howard. And some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, I need one over here, Gone.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Move. Lock in. Red, up. Yep.
On 2nd down, Trubisky is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10 to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Trubisky, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
So, we're on the ball. Here we go. You see it? You see it?
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They go play action with Trubisky. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.